This video is going to explain what you will be completing for today's lesson. Instead of having our live class, I'm out of the office today. So this is what you're going to do instead. At the top of your calendar is today's assignment. You'll go ahead and click on that and it'll take you right to the lesson today. You are going to get a foundation of information on the brain today. In class next week, we're going to do an activity on the brain, so it's important that you have a little bit of background information before we do that. So, step one is to review the flashcards of the important structures of the brain. Then step two, you're going to read about the anatomy of the brain, starting at the heading brain and then reading up to the chart and including that chart. And I'll show you what that looks like in a moment here. Step 3 is to play the matching game to review the structures of the brain. And step 4 is after you do those 3 steps and review the materials, you're going to complete the comprehension questions on the Google form that is linked to today's lesson. And you can use any of the resources on today's lesson to help you answer those questions. So first, open up that Quizlet, these review cards, and you can do any of these functions to review the vocabulary words. Here they are below: the medulla, the pons, the cerebellum, the reticular activating system, the thalamus, the hypothalamus, the limbic system, cerebellum, cerebral cortex, corpus callosum, and the associated areas. So you can learn, you can do flashcards, write them, spell them, matching tests, or play a game, the gravity game, if you would like to. Any of those things take some time to review and to learn those terms. Keep that open. Once you're done with that, go on back to the lesson and open up the reading website that you're going to be looking at today to go over the brain. So if you go back, it says starting at the heading brain and reading up to and including the chart under cranial nerves. So if you scroll down here, there's some information on the skull. You'll start here where it says brain. And you'll read this information here, including the deep structures and the cranial nerves. Read over this chart here, and that's where you'll stop right after you're done reading and looking over this chart. You're not responsible for the information after the chart. So everything from brain up to and including that chart you'll read over. Keep this tab open as well to help you while you're taking the reading or the comprehension questions. The next link is that game to review the structures of the brain. Once you press play, a vocab word will come up. You'll click on the dot that belongs to that vocab word. If you click the wrong, you'll see up here that it says wrong, and it gives you what it is. See, it says hypothalamus. That's not right. After you get it wrong 3 times, you can see up in the top corner there it says 3. It highlights it in purple for you. So that was the pons. So you'll do that for the all of the different structures of the brain. Go through that a couple of times. Try and beat your score if you'd like to just get through all of those structures. You can keep that open as well. The last thing that you're going to do is the comprehension questions. So you can open that up and again use any of these resources that are linked in today's lesson to help you. This one will be especially important and helpful for you because all of the information, I'm not expecting you to come in with any information about knowing the structures of the brain. So everything you need will be in this reading or the flashcards, and then this game might help you as well just to identify the different parts of the brain. If you have any questions, you can email me. I'll be able to check my email every once in a while, so I will try to get back to you as soon as possible. But I think that If you look over these readings and you play these games, you're going to be in a really good spot for when we come back together next week talking about the brain and doing that activity in class together. Don't forget to submit these comprehension questions when you are done. Try your best, and if you need anything, just let me know.